Hello, I'm John Derryberry, Executive Director of 43 North Iowa. Yes, my name rhymes. Please don't turn the channel. It's a real name. We're going to talk a little bit about the RCF Globe Project and what 43 North Iowa does on a day-to-day basis to ensure that our community is safe, people have services, and that we are unlocking doors for people's future. So years ago, as a frontline staff, we had to put people behind locked doors when they were being aggressive. And it was a very traumatic experience for me as a frontline staff and for that client. And I've spent my career trying to figure out how to get people with disabilities out from behind locked doors. Free of freedom of movement, freedom of thought, freedom to explore their world and who they are and try to figure out where they fit in society. All these years later, here at 43 North Iowa, we have the staff, the programming, and the support from the community to continue to push this notion of no locked doors for people with disabilities in our community. And it's an amazing process to transition people out of inpatient facilities or out of the criminal justice system and help them get their second, third, fourth, sometimes 36th chance at figuring out how to be successful in the community with staff support in employment services and transitional living services and just creating community for them. And one of the best stories that we have that kind of shows this is just recently, a 19-year-old young man came to us from a hospital where he spent 6 months behind locked doors, where no program in the state of Iowa was willing to give him a chance. And I can't imagine having the whole state give up on you at 19 years of age. It's a weird thing that we do to people with disabilities and struggling with mental health and not trying to figure out how to get them in a better space. And there are people that probably wanted to give up at me on 19, but I was lucky enough to where they didn't. And I am now here leading this agency. This client is still with us. They are doing great. We recently joked about them having a normal behavioral problem, which means that they were dating someone and someone broke up with them and they were heartbroken. And we talked about what it felt like to feel human again through the experience of experiencing what everyone else experiences, which is heartbreak. And this person's not behind a locked door, and they're trying to figure out who they are and who they're going to be and where they fit in society. And that's the point of the Globe Project. It's the point of all of our projects here at 43 North Iowa, is that people with disabilities belong in the community if they're as safe as everybody else in the community. And so with this project, we're going to have more spots for people to figure out where they belong, figure out how to work with their disability, and come to North Iowa and make this a wonderful place to call home. One of the core tenets of 43 North Iowa is transparency. We talk about it with staff and our clients at all times, which is the community members, staff, the board, people who receive services are always asked and encouraged to look for information and figure out exactly what's going on. And so we offer that to anyone who is interested in 43 North Iowa. Schedule a tour, see all that we do, ask us questions about why we believe in community social work, why we're pushing no locked doors, and why we're bringing more programs into the North Iowa area, and how we're doing that through community partnerships, how we're doing that in being respectful to the place that our neighbors call home. And so this is a call to action to help us get this project across the finish line. But with that call to action, we want to be as transparent as possible with the community at large. So please, by all means, call, email, schedule time to visit with us, ask the difficult questions, ask the questions that you might not want to ask. I promise you, we have an answer for you, and it'll probably be an answer that you're satisfied with. And so thank you for taking the time to watch our video and learn more about the project and getting the Globe turned into a building that can change lives through support of mental health and disability services. Thank you, and we hope to hear from you.
Hi, we're Steve and Patti Weiss, and we're proud to support 43 North Iowa in its campaign to renovate the former Globe Gazette building. This will provide a transitional living center for individuals with mental health challenges in Mason City.
Patti and I really believe that mental illness is one of the most pressing needs in our community today. I personally have lost 2 brothers to this illness and watched helplessly as they suffered greatly and ultimately lost all hope. Mental illness is a physical illness. It's like a broken bone, or cancer, or leukemia, but it's one that can be so difficult to treat successfully. Worse yet is to the person who is ill, It is beyond devastating, as they can't separate their condition and their behavior from who they are, and they think that they are to blame.
It's also important to point out that all of us, at one time or another, endure a crisis in our lives and suffer mental and emotional stress.
The Transitional Living Center will provide a needed respite for individuals just needing to catch their breath. We hope that if you're listening to this, that you're inspired to contribute to this great cause.
Thank you.
Thank you.